This time we're starting with a completely dry shirt that has not had soda ash in it. It is 100% cotton, since it is being dyed with Procyon dye, and I have marked the center point. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this, and it is already inside out, since it is being ice dyed. That's another shirt that just finished. Alright, so there's a separate video that explains this flipping inside out and the symmetrical fold and why it's done. And that'll be on the screen right now, if I remember to put it there. Alrighty. So this is just going to be a symmetrical scrunch, so I'm just going to scrunch this up. I do not do well on dry shirts, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Just kind of get some folds in it. Alright, I'm going to mark this edge real quick. Just so I can keep track of that center line. Alright, that's all there is to it. Off to dye. Alright, for this I will be using baby pink, coral pink, Cayman Isle green, sea glass, and robin's egg blue. Now this will be on an incline of about 40 degrees. Everything will be switched to that incline after I put the dye and ice on. So I'm going to go ahead and do crushed ice, put the dye, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm going to fold that back up. Set this in the tray and set it to about 40 to 45 degree incline. Alright, so you can see it there. Alright, I'll just let that sit and melt through. We'll see what it looks like once it melts. Alright, it's melted through. I'm going to go ahead and add some soda ash across the whole thing and another layer of ice. Alright, let that melt through. Alright, there's a lot of soda ash left on the top, which makes me believe that not a lot was pushed through. So I've made up a soda ash solution, and I'm going to go ahead and at about 125 degrees, I'm going to pour that through just to make sure everything is bonded well. I'm going to let that sit for another, probably about 30 minutes, and then we'll do the washout on this. Alright, time for the rinse out. Alright, well, let's go throw that in the washing machine. Alright, here's the front. Here's the back. So I'm actually looking on another monitor that's sitting like over here, and it's not showing the colors like they actually appear. I'm not sure if the camera's actually seeing the colors. It kind of does. Okay, we'll just go with it. It's pastel. I normally don't do pastels, but this was intended to be a pastel. The only real issues I have with this is this little bit up here. And I guess it fell through the ice and hit the shirt directly while everything else stayed on the ice. That's really the only issue I have. I mean, you can definitely see a face right here. I'm sure somebody will come up with something else that's way more creative than a face. And honestly, looking at the shirt itself from my perspective, which is, I don't know, at an angle, I don't see the face as well as what I do in the video that I'm looking at. I mean, we've got, what, eyes, nose, lips, even a neck in the actual facial features. Whoa, we've even got ears right here. Or let's see. Well, I'm calling those ears, and this hair, and this is like a super brain or something up here, or another set of eyes. Oh, that became creepier. Okay, I'm rambling. It is the watercolor look that I was looking for. It's not quite as bright as what I was looking for, but it's pretty close to the goal. So there's probably going to be at least one more shirt like this where I try to push it a little bit further. It's not as drippy either. There is a little bit here, but not quite everywhere. So I have an idea, I have a starting point, and I can move from here. It's all about learning. Alright, if you have any comments, thoughts, suggestions, all that kind of stuff, go ahead and put it down below. With regards to actually putting suggestions on stuff like this, I can't guarantee that I'm going to publish this video before I actually try again. So I will read your suggestions, and I'm probably going to hit myself in the head and go, man, I probably should have posted the video, looked at the suggestions, and then went on instead of doing 5 other versions trying to make this work. But just a heads up, the timing isn't always in place on some of these things. And until next time, thanks for watching.